So I wanted to do a very critical reading, an emergency critical PICKACARD. For those who deep down they know they are fucked by the universe because they're awful. It's like it's like you're a narcissist, but deep down you're like, I don't want to let people know that when I lay down, I feel like, yeah, elanooud is right. That was my pile. But I'm trying to lie to myself and say, like, she's wrong. She's a bad psychic. Or she's a different bile, you know? Like, you're just deep down. You don't have to like this podcast. You don't have to like it. Like, nobody gonna know that you listen to. Just like for those people, right? Like, you want to know how to be a better person, but at the same time, like, accepting reality and a lot of shit, and you want someone to tell you, but you don't want to ask for it, right? Like, you rather like leave a comment about you being a troll than like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't listen to a reader who reads from one card. Bullshit, you're so negative. I'm not so negative. You're so full of shit. I'm just reading it. Remember, like, nobody knows that you're listening to this podcast right now. You're alone by yourself. You're listening to this podcast because there's like a slightly, slight chance that I'm right and your like narcissistic tendency would just want to listen. You want to just listen and choose a bio today, like just out of curiosity, right? So this is a reading. It's going to change your life, right? It's going to be a suffering for me because I'm going to read a lot of dumb shit today in each pile, like how to do the obvious and not be shit. But I'm gonna do that for you today, Mr. and Mrs. Trolls, or bad energy. If you're not a troll with me, you're choosing the narcissistic piles for a reason. You troll somewhere else. Let's just be real, okay? Let's just be real. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real, okay? Let me lay down because this is going to aggravate me a little bit. I'm gonna try to relax as much as I can. Okay, I'm gonna do this reading. We're going to have only 3 bios because, like, usually I have like 2 bios or 3 bios, like, full of a little bit trolls. So I feel like 3 bios to sum up the trolls and the narcissistic tendency and the ignorance, the bad people. Listen, we're doing this reading because, like, if you read the secret messages that I post on my community page and you're like having a slight like feeling that the bad comments are for you and you're commenting on like where and you waited for me to tell you like it's not about you or whatever, or you're mad at me or like you're so negative. It's like the whole secret messages is full of positive things. If you're like really fixated on a negative one, it means that's yours. Magic, right? This is the magic of the intuition. Even if you're not a psychic, you just know you get mad because that's what the guts feeling feels like. That's your intuition. Intuition makes you mad because something is bothering you when you read this. Like you wanna just like break your phone. You wanna get mad at me because you skipped all the secret messages, the positive things, and you read this one thing and pissed you off because that the pissing off feeling from inside you, that's your intuition. And that's why your intuition is very angry, because you're blocking your intuition. Because your intuition is telling you a lot of things that you don't want to hear. Let's start from that. Your intuition is telling you a lot of things that you don't want to hear. And that's the first reason why your intuition is blocked. Yeah, the angry feeling that you don't want to listen and you projection on other people because you want to just believe that they're wrong. That's your intuition. Once you listen to your intuition and get it over with, You're going to listen to a lot of other things, and you're going to be very intuitive, and you're going to heal yourself. Yeah? So accept that feeling. Let's start. And, like, if you're also someone who knows that big tower moment's gonna come to you, like, big tower moment comes soon, something, blah, 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 and you're just terrified, let's just help you, because this bio is going to explain what you need to do, because when the tower moments are coming, and you don't want to listen to your intuition, and you're still being ignorant, and ignorant as fuck, then it's just going to be the same, cycle. You might be stuck in a tower moment for the rest of your life, right? So that's to help you. Remember, nobody knows. You don't even have to leave a comment and let me know who you are. You could like this video, podcast, you could dislike it. I'm just doing it for my sake, actually. Because I'm so sick of your fucking fart energy in my piles. And I get blamed for your shit. And on top of, like, me having to read your fart energy, I get blamed by you, people. Trolls. For reading your energy and for your energy being there. Like, you do realize that you watching my reading is the reason why the reading is negative. You are the fart in the bile. You don't realize that. You don't realize. You did not realize that. Okay, let's do 3 biles. We're going to do numbers. Yeah, we're going to do numbers. We are just going to do numbers. Okay? Let's get it over with. Number 1. Are you don't want numbers? We're not going to do numbers. We're going to do shit. Imagine the emoji of shit. Or just let's say shit. Shit. And then garbage. And then the third one, choose one by your intuition. Remember, nobody knows. Nobody gonna know. Nobody gonna know that you watch this reading podcast. You listen to it. The third one is nasty armpit. So shit, garbage, nasty armpit. Choose one. Be real. Choose with your intuition. Choose with your intuition. This is to help you. You don't want to watch this reading. You don't want to listen to it. It's okay. Be stuck in your tower moments. Okay? Okay? Let's just rip the bandage. Number 1. People who chose this shit. You gotta understand. You keep blaming others for a lot of things that others done. For example, you're blaming others for not your mistake, for other people's mistake. There's something like that about it, right? Like, someone does something and you have an issue because of that person. You find someone to hang this problem on and project the issue instead of addressing the real problem and going to fight the real person. It's almost like, for example, let me give you an example. A person who's like so in love with this fuck boy or a fuck girl that cheating on her, cheating on him, this person is just shit to everybody. Abusive, raping this person. This person always treat that person like a king, like a queen. And treat the people who give this person love, like them, which is you, love, like shit. Right? Where's your common sense? And then you treat them like shit. And then if that trash that you have treated them like garbage, you're going to blame them. You always keep blaming those people. And you're like, you don't want me to be happy. You want something from me. You want to steal something from me. I feel like you need to reality check. You need like a reality check that they are not the reason that your life is miserable for some of you. You keep projecting on people who are trying to help you and hang your shit and letting them think that they're the one to blame for you having problems or your stress, when your whole fucking existence in your life is stress on them. Reality check, okay? Ego. You have a big fat ego and a nothingness in your personality. Because you have this ego and you try to pretend that you're something. You're always just trying to prove that you're strong. You're trying to say something to people. You're trying to prove something by a dumb way. If you're constantly trying to prove that you're something by just, screaming or by like saying something to sound like validation, it's not actually genuine. A strong person will speak not because they want to prove to the person that they're strong, they're just naturally like that. You are not naturally strong. And you know that. You know that you are not as brave as people around you. Your friends that you wanted to hate, or the people that you wanted to damage, blaming them for your mistake when they came and highlighted what shit you need to fix in your life. Because your life is full of dangerous shit. And you projected that shit on those people. But if you like, to sum it up, you have a mess of a chaos around you. When someone comes to help you, you get mad at them. You get mad at them and you tell them that they're shit and you're trying to, just like basically, there's like, do you even like, does not make sense, right? Like, why do you do that? And people actually feel this way. They feel like you're dumb. Like, what? Trying to blame them for trying to tell you that this person is cheating on you. They're trying to tell you what's wrong. It's like the obvious is there. Number one. Let's address your energy, number one, people, which is shit. You are the most naive person ever. You're very naive, but also very evil inside because of jealousy. I feel like at one point you were a good person. You loved people, you wanted things, you wanted to be a good person. The jealousy, the insecurity, the weakness, the self-hate made you be this way and made you actually be nasty. It's like you'd rather stop this bane of self-hate and jealousy, feel like an awful person, and you feel like the source of it is whatever in front of you. The source of it is that person who makes me feel this way. The source of it is that person who made me feel like I'm a loser for sticking up for that cheater, for that, made me feel like I'm stupid. That is the person. And then you lash out at this person and you fuck the person up and you tell them shit. And you just sit there with this confident, telling every trash around you, that person are like, I'm a brave person. And they give you that. And you get this validation from trash and from yourself. Right? Full of shit. What kind of bullshit is that? When in reality, you're lying to yourself. Nobody made you feel this way. That's the reality of the situation. Right? You cannot let something disappear by projecting it on a person who showed you the truth or been there. That person is healing. That person made you feel this way, or that thing made you feel this way, made you feel like there's a better energy, made you feel that this is a karmic cycle. You shut that person. That one way out of this karmic cycle. Of course you are manifesting a tower moment. Not only that, you hurt an innocent person or you shitted on your blessings, and that's why I chose the shit pile, right? You understanding what's wrong in your life is not that person's fault. It was already there. The more toxic you are for that opportunity or blessing, Spirit gonna put you more in your hole. And you gotta understand, you are being fucked, number one. You are being fucked, yeah. You're being screwed. Someone is just fucking you behind your back or something. Not protected. You're not protected, not from the people around you, not from the universe, not from Spirit. When you are shitting on the protection, when you are doing this to yourself, you're not going to be protected. Because at one point it was a karmic cycle. You had a choice. You chose to be bad, you chose to be evil, or you chose to do the wrong thing. Not in a decision, like taking a wrong decision is something totally different. Taking a wrong decision in naivety, thinking like, oh, maybe it's the right person, maybe it's the right thing. But to be evil and cruel and projecting it on others just to feel good about yourself, that's shit. That's a shitty energy. That's garbage. Maybe also bio garbage as well. That's when Spirit are like, that's your own hell. Nobody gonna protect you. Because the only way that you're gonna get out of this is when we're not protecting you anymore to learn the lesson. We're not gonna give you tower moments to get you out of it. Gonna leave you there till you just open the blindfold and see it. And if the tower moment hit you, next number one, you gotta be thankful. You gotta be thankful. Because you're gonna learn the truth. You're gonna understand the truth. You're gonna accept the truth by force. You don't wanna be blinded there in the shit. Not protected. Being hurt, being depressed, being in shit, and they're not protecting you because they're giving you your own medicine. Number one, listen. You fucked up big, not with a decision. You chose an evil act. You chose a bad decision. You chose that. It's not like you cannot, not like you could have chosen something different. But you chose that thing to feel good out of selfishness, out of your ego. The only way to fix it is to not sugarcoat it, to address it, to take responsibility. Because whatever going to come next is going to be bigger than your short happiness of a lie. Going to crawl begging for a mercy. They better do the right thing, right? We're gonna be stuck in the darkness and the shit. People who are evil, treating you bad. Because you wanted those people. You didn't want someone who's good because they trigger you to feel what's bad around you, right? It's very like, okay, if this is the love that you want, you're harming yourself. We're the one who gave you literally everything to get you out of it. So, number one, you're surrounded by evil. If you're comfortable in it, you're just comfortable because the truth is so hard, because the truth means that a lot of shit about you is right, is true. All your insecurities are true. So you gotta accept that to fix it, right? You cannot fix yourself without understanding and accepting that you're insecure about certain things and understanding why. Give yourself what you need in a healthy way to not be insecure in that aspect in your life. To be proud of yourself. Not to do something to cut it off. Right? Number one. Vile shit. Those are some of you. I'm seeing like a survivor sign. Some sort of survivor. Like you survived something. For saying you did not. You did not. I'm seeing it choking you back in something. Like it's a bigger roller coaster. Good luck, number one. It's up to you, you know? Number two. People who chose the garbage. People who chose the garbage. Biogarbage. Actually, believe it or not, biogarbage, you don't have a lot of shit to fix. Like, you do have tower moments coming your way, but for some of you who chose this biogarbage and you're not garbage, like, this reading is not for you. Get out. This reading is only for people who are bad, right? It's not for you. Get out this fucking reading. Biogarbage, what are you doing? You flower, you perfume. Right? Biogarbage, what you need to really fix to not get like a tower moment about yourself. It's not yourself. It's cutting the garbage around you. Biogarbage, maybe you chose garbage because the garbage is around you. Get the garbage out. Get them out. What are you doing letting garbage just sitting with you? Bow to. Garbage. Bow to. You're a flower. Someone around you is a garbage. A mother, a father of yours, or someone is a garbage. Family are a garbage. Or this is a message if you came from bow number one, you're shit. There's a message that everybody around you shit. But you already know that. I mentioned that in bow one. Okay? So, let's go to number three. Number three, people who chose the stinky armpit. Number three, what should you do to fix your shitty energy? Stop being so damn narcissistic. You're so self-centered. It's always about you being a victim, feeling like people owe you something. Everybody needs to understand you. You don't need to understand anybody. Feeling like when someone have a life and you don't, then somehow it's their fault. Feeling like you're in a competition with other people, feeling like you're very defensive to anything that people say about you when they're like trying to address their feeling. You just take it too personal, that you're trying to just like control them and hurt them just because, or hurt your ego because it's just the truth. Even if they told you like, hey, like they're trying to tell you something and you don't want, you're a very, very control freak. For some of you are just watch a video about narcissism because you are a narcissist in every aspect. You're a control freak. Also, for others of you, stinky armpit, you're just like, you keep telling yourself bullshit about how like things that you've done are right when you've done a lot of damage in a lot of people's life, and you're like, is their fault? Is their fault? I forgive myself because of that. You keep telling yourself that it's their fault. That it sounds like you tell yourself a lot of lies. The bullshit. Number three, you're irritating me. Like, the bullshit that you tell yourself is not making sense at all. You're selfish. Issues in your life could been easily resolved and you could have everything, whether it's like love, things that you want, your wishes, everything, by a simple conversation. By a simple, like, addressing something, talking about what you feel. But you chose to make people feel bad to gain control. The patheticness of like feeling like a nobody inside you. You do feel like a nobody. Feel like people are better than you. It's like you're trying so hard to put it on others. Number three, you really need therapy. You need like a lot of therapy. Because the denial is like extreme. You're going to turn to an abusive, disgusting cunt if you're going to keep doing that. Yeah, you are. You might even be abusive, like physically abusive or something. And you're never going to be happy. People like that, like you, never going to be happy. You're going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. If you don't understand that you hate yourself, you don't know how to love yourself, and you put it on other people, and you keep just hating other people for being better, for everything, when it's just simple. A lot of those things are in your head. And stop punishing people for God knows what, just feeling like you're going to have power over them. Punishing people and treating them bad is not giving you power. If they are like around you because they're trying to explain that they're hurt by you or they're trying to explain something, it's not giving you power. It's not. It's making people hate you more. You're gonna get more hate. And you're manifesting even bigger bad karma. Gonna be miserable for lives. Anyway, that's it for today's reading. And you all farts energy, except number 2. Some of you who came to number 2. I don't know what you're doing here. Flower energy. Number 2. You farts energy, fix your shit. Okay? Because I'm sick of your fucking energies in my reading. Bye.